I remember once when I was in the middle of the Eco Challenge. We were in British Columbia. We had been going for 3 days, I believe, with very little sleep, trekking for probably, I don't know, 100 miles. I don't know, is that right? 80 miles over some really rugged terrain, through over glaciers, up steep hillside, like 3,000 foot sides of mountains with no trail. It sounds unbelievable. Going in and out of rivers, like icy cold rivers, and mostly staying on track. Although we were behind because one of our teammates had a on day one. I laugh because it seems so incredible now that I did this. On day one, we started with a ride and tie with horses, and it was a 26 mile. It was over a marathon. We had three horses for five teammates, and my teammate in that section, in the very first part of the race, got a something going on with his knee. So we were slow and behind from the beginning. Anyway, we had been going like this for 3 days, and it was the middle of the night. We had been passing a bunch of teams, making some really good decisions, and we decided that pressing on was the most important thing we could do. And we were operating with a black and white map, and which was for a whole different set of reasons, and with not very much detail. And I made a mistake. I made a navigation mistake. I mistook one of the lines on the map for a river. I had drawn on the map in blue ink our direction, and at 2 o'clock in the morning or whenever it was, it looked an awful lot like a river. And so I just said internally, follow the river. So we followed the river. We needed to make a right, and we didn't make a right. And we ended up about 4 hours in the wrong direction. And this is all to set up. What we really needed to do was stop and take at least a 2 hour break or a 1 hour break and reboot. And I was reminded of this because this morning my phone was not working the way it's supposed to work. And what did I do? I turned it off and I rebooted. So very often, the very thing you need to do is the last thing you think you need to do or want to do, which is to stop and find your place. So give that a shot today. See what happens.